Hey, so here I am. Today is November 29th, 2023. I'm thankful to be here another day. So, this is part one of my journey on figuring out where I'm from. So, as you can see, well, it's not what you can see because what you always see isn't what it is. I am a African American woman who has no clue on exactly where my family's origins are from. I do know my roots are from Kentucky, Hazard to be specific. My great grandmother, rest in peace, that's where she started her family at. I recently found out that her mother's name is Minerva Combs. Okay, so let me just rewind it real quick to where this journey really began. Years ago, I thought I wanted to do the regular DNA ancestry. I got the whole kit and everything, but I never did it because once I got it, I started having my own doubts about it. Like, oh, what are they doing with my DNA? Whose company is this? And just all these weird thoughts because our DNA is our unique marker, and I'm very superstitious about certain things. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm going to continue with backtracking to see where we get to this point. So I always question, like, Dad, where are we from? Like, I know, I guess we're African in a sense, but where from in Africa? So I've always had that looming in the back of my mind. But again, I knew I didn't want to do the traditional ancestry DNA. Now, being that I'm a person that takes Ubers a lot, I would always have the dopest conversations with my Uber drivers, which were 9 times out of 10 Africans. And I would always ask them, like, what were your opinions and thoughts of African Americans? Do you think we're the same? Da 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 da. So the one day I was in a Uber with an African man, and he asked me what a lot of people ask me, where are you from? So I'll say something weird and silly like, oh, I don't know, I'm still trying to figure it out, from another planet. So, and I was like, well, I'm from here, from this country, but we don't know exactly where we're from. So he tells me, well, you look like women from my country. So I may have said something smart like, oh, well, they must be super pretty where you're from. So he told me he's from Senegal. He said I look like a woman from Senegal and Guinea. Okay, if I'm saying that correctly. So just remember I said that. So this was like 10 plus years ago. This man told me this. But I always remember that. Like, okay, you say I look like these kind of women. So fast forward. I knew I didn't want to do the other ancestry and American one. I say American one. Ancestry. I've been figured that out. But I still curious, like, Dad, where am I really from? Where does my family line really start? So Kyrie Irving got caught a lot of flack about a documentary that he had in his link. So I was curious because I'm like, well, what's this documentary about? I'm not going to get into the documentary in specifics, but I watched the documentary and I just want to say shout out to Kyrie Irving because honestly, if I didn't watch that documentary, I wouldn't have been more, I wouldn't have thought more about like, yo, where am I really from? Seeing that documentary, even though I know the history, I know people got dropped off here, there, everywhere. Know that. But seeing that made me really want to figure out like, okay, girl, where are you from? So weeks go by, weeks go by. It's just something in my head like, wow, I really do kind of have to figure this out. I do want to know. Um, a quiz came up, maybe on Facebook. I'm thinking it was Facebook, and it was like something that caught my eye, like something about your African ancestry, right? So I took the quiz real quick, and it's like, okay, we're gonna email you your results to figure out. They asked me like random questions, like I think it was factual questions and like my thoughts on certain things. So when the quiz results came back, it says, okay, from what you said, this seems like the area you're from, which was Senegal, Guinea. If I'm saying that correct, I got to make sure I'm saying that the right way. So when I seen that, I'm like, wait a minute. That Uber driver so many years ago told me I look like women from this part of Africa. So that kind of like offset me, where it was like, wait, what's this about? Like, why did I see that? There's a reason why I took that quiz. There's a reason why that man told me that, and I never forgot that. So then when I took the quiz, I see like, okay, it's a company, which we have right here, African Ancestry, where it'll go 2,000 years on my mother's side. Now, I know people are gonna like say I have this kid and da 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 da. You don't have the right one. My king brought this for me, and it actually isn't the right one, but I email them, give them some numbers. They're gonna make sure it's input the right way. So anyway, I found out about this company where it's pretty much gonna go 2,000 years on my mom's side, even though this is the same dad, but it's gonna be my mom's side. So I could kind of figure out where my family line came from. So when I seen the company, I read about it. It's made for us, by us. So it's a black woman who made this. And what I really, really liked was that the fact that how in depth they are with figuring out the research part and the destroy our DNA. That's what they say. Now, I know anybody can say, oh, yeah, we're going to destroy the DNA. But the fact that they are telling me that, you know, I like that. So I'm going to start my journey again on figuring out exactly where I'm from, because I always said I want to go to the motherland. Like, that's always been my thing. I thought in my 30s, I was like, oh, when I turn 40, I'm going to go to the motherland. 40, it was like, you know, the pandemic was still going on, heavy. So I got the closest that I could get to Africa, United States, America. I went to Kalahari Resort, and I stayed in a penthouse, and it's African themed. So I thought that was funny how our creator can be like a comedian, because he's like, oh, girl, yeah, you said you want to go to Africa, right? I'm going to give you Africa, but MPA. So, again, I've always wanted to go to Africa, but as I've gotten older and more recently, I'm like, yeah, I could go to Africa, but like, do I just want to go just to be going? Like, no, I want to go with like a purpose. I also want to go to Egypt, which is in Africa, for those who really understand the map. So again, the whole point of me doing this is understanding, have a better understanding of who I am, where my family line comes from. When I go to Africa, whenever that is, I want to go where they say I'm from. You know, it's not about going to the cool, hip place in Africa. I want to go where they say my family line is from. I want to meet my people. I want to know what their origin story is, what they think, and what their beliefs are. Not saying I'm going to take it on as my own. I always take a little bit of here and there, and I apply it to my life how I choose to. But I just want to know, like we all do, right? Okay, so I think I went over why I want to do this. This is my journey. All right, so this is the packet. All right, so let's see what I have to do exactly now. I'm actually going to stop this because I don't know how long it's going to take me to do this part, and I'm already at like 10 minutes here. And again, this documentation, this is mostly for myself, you know, but who knows? I may want to share this later on. So again, this is part one of my journey. I've had this kit for almost 2 months. I got it for my birthday. This was one of my birthday presents. Shout out to my men. They take very good care of me. All right, but let me stop it and do part two. Be back. All right, so I'm back, part two. All right, so it's just pretty much telling me it was founded in 2003 by Dr. Rick Kittles and Gina Page. Okay, I like that they tell me that they do not sell or share my information. Okay, so it's pretty much saying our testing process focuses on a single lineage passed down unchanged from generation to generation for past 2,000 years to reveal your ancestry. An African result will reveal your modern day to African country and ethnic group of origin. Okay. So, again, I don't have the right kit, but I just have to email them after I do it, and they're going to switch it out. This is like the one for the mother side, which I'm doing. Okay. And this is the one that I have by mistake. But again, I just have to email them for the father side. Okay, so I already know the story. Got that. Now, what do I need to do? I have to register your kit. gonna be honest with you. My kid's gonna take care of all this stuff for me. Do not, okay, get ready to take the test. At least else, do not use mouthwash or toothpaste. Do not use caffeine or alcohol. Do not smoke. Do not rinse your mouth. Do not rinse your mouth or twice with water. Do rinse your mouth. Okay. Got that. Hey, so I'm back with my part 2. So I gave the breakdown of me starting this journey, why I started it. So now I have the kit. It's out. I had my king double check the how I have to do it. So he's gonna swab me.
It's not 26 on each side.
Are you gonna do it or am I doing it?
You can do it. You want to?
Baby.
Baby, I'll do it.
Yes, I want you to do it. You're part of my journey.
What you asked for.
Come over here. All right, so my king's gonna have to get swabbed 20 times. At least it's not in the nose. When I saw that swab, it was giving me like COVID testing memories. Okay.
What should I do from it? Other side.
Okay, so he did 1 swab. I have to do 2, I think.
3.
Oh, 3. Again, I'm just happy it's not up the nose because that would be terrible. So I'm excited. So it's going to take about like 3 months before I figure out where exactly I'm from. But again, that's going to be the start of the journey. Oh.
Jesus. Pop your mouth.
You holding my head dumb hard too, like I'm a baby that I'm gonna be like moving my head around. Do you see how he's holding my head?
I'm trying to help you.
I know you are, baby.
Just said firm.
Exactly. And my baby brought me this kid, even though he had his own thoughts about it and whatever, but one of the best birthday presents ever. So what is this? I got this in October. I'm taking it now. It's like the end of November, December, January, February. So I should know hopefully February, early March.
Open. All right.
Okay, so I'm swabbed 3 times. It goes in here, right? Yeah. So I was gonna go in this kit right here. Babe, you gotta finish doing everything for me. So he's gonna put it in the kit.
Let it dry.
Oh, it has to dry. It has to go in the kit. What happened, babe?
Nothing.
All right, so pretty much I'm done. I just wanted to go over all these steps that I'm taking. Again, this is the start of my journey. So the next video I'm gonna do will be when I get my certificate, breaking down where I'm from. So remember what that Uber driver said and what that quiz said. It said Senegal and Guinea, but who knows? Maybe I'm Nigerian or Ethiopian. Like, who knows? This is the whole point because again, who knows? All right, stay tuned.